Hey guys, and welcome aboard today to the Primal Ghost YouTube channel. I'm John Wink, and in today's video I'll be showcasing to you our best attacks from our second war in the April 2020 season. So stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Right, starting off with the enemy number one, this amazing 3-star from myself, identifying this base straight away as almost a guaranteed 3-star. So Queen in with the healers, same exact strategy as in the previous war. I thought that it worked very well, and so I was going to follow it all the way through. Clear a nice path on the bottom here, so you can see that E-Drag doing a great job down there at clearing. Balloons in, they split up a little bit too much for my liking, same as the dragons, but all that matters is if I can get in the middle there and take out those main defenses as the other army comes in, and there we have it. In almost one swift blow, the entire center of this base was taken out. Only one Inferno left, which really did prove to be a pain, but there we have the first 3-star of the second war. This was the first attack, and what a way to start off on a good foot. Now we have the enemy number 2 with a redeemed 3-star by Darth Vader. If you paid attention in the last video, you would have seen how unfortunate it was that Vader got a 99% 1-star, just missing the Town Hall at the end. Now Vader has adopted my strategy of adding in healers to his attack for the Queen, and as you can see, it really did pay off, sort of, as she lasted a long time. Vader's heroes are definitely underdeveloped for his Town Hall 13 status. However, there we have the army coming in. This really could have been detrimental. What's happening here is the Warden in the top right corner here, instead of being in the middle where he would have been of most value, but still Vader managed to take out the Town Hall, which was what mattered the most. And then the cleanup, the rest is history. Once that Eagle Artillery was done, he basically guaranteed himself a 3-star. Was definitely still a bit nervous with that Inferno in the middle there, but I don't think it worried him too much. Once that was taken care of, we definitely knew he was in for the 3-star. Now here was a little bit of a gut-wrenching moment, as he didn't know how it was going to be, but because he had the healers in still, he thought, oh, I'll be okay. So now, just clean up here. This was biting the nail once again in terms of the time limit, but Vader redeeming himself in the second war with a 3-star. Alright, moving on to our next 3-star. On the enemy number 3, we have Infidel, another amazing 3-star on his part, using again his Valkyrie strategy. Definitely interesting for Town Hall 12, like I said before, but it seems to be effective. He's done 2-2-stars so far, definitely consistent. Now this base is incredibly underdeveloped for a Town Hall 12. As you can see, that wall siege is able to push right into the Town Hall. Now all he has to do there is just what he's done. Cleared a beautiful path, and have a look at that. They run right in, although he didn't use the bulk of his army. Here it comes now, and unfortunately they go off on the wrong path, although I don't think it matters too much. I think he knows he's going to get it after that. He's still got 2 heroes alive, well, not anymore, and there he has taken out that Inferno. Now once that Inferno is done for, he basically just has some cleanup to do for the rest of the base. Definitely a great 3-star, and this is what Valks are really good for, this cleanup. They do damage to multiple units at one time if they're in the right vicinity. And there we have it, number 3, 3-starred by Infidel. Alright, moving on to the enemy number 4 here, we have another great 3-star by Jack. Jack here in this war attacked the even number 4 to him. In the last war he did drop a little bit low, which is not always commended by us, but we did guarantee the win, and so for now we'll be okay with that. Here the Stone Slammer popped really early in Jack's attack as he just steamrolls across. Now Jack is probably the only Town Hall 12 that I've seen that prefers to use normal dragons over Electro Dragons, just because he can pack a few more in there, and definitely it pays off here as he just rolls over this base. In under a minute and a half, Jack has secured himself a beautiful 3-star to go towards this war. Alright, here we have the enemy number 5 with a huge 3-star by Mr. Fruit Gaming here. Another very strategic attacker, sticking with the E-Drags in this. Like I said in the previous video, this is not his normal army, although definitely effective as Fruit goes in, rolling over the middle of this base for the 3-star in a very fashionable manner. Stone Slammer not even popped yet, pops right at the end just for cleanup. That E-Dragon, the balloon, gonna survive all the way, and there we have a beautiful 3-star by Mr. Fruit Gaming. Right, climbing down the ladder a little bit for our next 3-star by Cherokee Devil here. Consistent in the second war for another 3-star. As we move on, this is number 8 on number 8. Both are Town Hall 10, except this base is incredibly underdeveloped. Now, like I said before, these bases are not designed for Stone Slammers, so they are incredibly OP and incredibly valuable. In this scenario, Devil absolutely hammers this base with ease, guaranteeing us another easy 3-star. Alright, now that is all we have it for fairly decent bases on the enemy side. As you can see, in this war we absolutely slogged 36 to 13. We did have a few unfortunate mishaps here. Liam with a very unfortunate attack in this instance. 93% 1-star, very similar to Vader in the last one, and Simo with the 87% 2-star. As you can see, going down the side here, we have a lot of 3-stars that we just hammered this clan with, although these bases down the bottom were sort of a joke and not really worth showcasing in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned for our next preview, which we will be doing in about an hour when the next War League ends and we can see the results, guys. I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more.